皆さんお元気ですか？朝倉優です。So this is the third video of my lesson 17, How to Make Friends in Japanese. And I titled this one, as you saw, How to Flirt in Japanese. Well, first of all, I know you have a question. Who is she to talk about flirting? Is she good at it? The answer is not really. So that's why I've done some research. I read some books and I saw my friends and people around me how to flirt, and I observed. So I think I can explain a little bit better logically. And also as an actress and writer, I can come up with something creative. And doing my research, I just found out, not just found out, but I reconfirmed that, well, flirting indicates more like a romantic interest, but the basic, I would say 80% of flirting, it applies to any kind of relationship. Could be friendship, could be business partnership, etc., etc. So when it comes to like flirting, it's the top layer of the cake. It's the icing. You just put extra on it to make it more, romantic, sexual, either way. But we have to have this 80% of building a good relationship, right? That's why I wanted to talk about it. And doing it in the foreign language is sort of a little different because difficult because what's appropriate, like the level or topics, it's kind of different in every culture. So I would like to just keep it more general, and then maybe a little bit what's good in Japanese, maybe what's not really good. So I'm going to talk about it. Anyways, I'm excited because I love this topic. Okay, let's get started. I want to give you 2 golden rules of the foundation of any good human relationship, especially when it comes to flirting. Yes. So the rule number 1 is make someone feel special. Yes. Make someone feel that he or she is not just one of them. To you, to me, this person is something special, right? So then you're like, oh, well, maybe there's something going on here. So that's the first step of flirting. Yes, so make someone feel special. So that's number 1. And it's, I said 2, right? So it's almost the same. So to do that, right, to make feel someone special, you have to show that I am interested in you. I want to know more about you. Yeah. So 2 golden rules. So the first one, make someone feel special, and number 2, show that you are interested. It going hand in hand, but make someone feel special doesn't necessarily mean that you need to be nosy, right? So it's just, I think, especially in Japanese, it's better that it's subtle. How to do that in subtle? I say it's in the response of what they said. Okay, for example, well, in the first 2 lessons, we learned how to introduce yourself, say your name. So the last lesson, we covered how to say where you're from, what your job is, occupation is, and what your hobbies are. So when somebody tells you those things about themselves, you want to respond, right? So this is a typical response I kind of don't like. How when people Japanese say, So, okay, so I don't know how to write this in Romaji. It's like, yes. So in Japanese, it's not positive or negative. It's more like, oh, okay. Yeah, that's the feeling. Okay, I get it. So But that's so general. If I was saying something about myself to people, like, oh, okay, it's like, oh, okay, just not a big deal. But if somebody responds something like, そうなんですね, or そうなんだ. Did you hear in my tone as well? そうなんですね, そうなんだ. It translates, oh, is that so? Right? So that kind of shows you that this person has a little bit surprised or kind of intrigued by what you said. Then I would feel like, oh, they are kind of reacting to what I said. I must be something different, interesting, So in the response, it's really subtle, but how you show your interest makes the other person feel like, oh, I might be a little different from other people. Yeah, I think that's a very good way to start the flirting, But of course, if that's someone you don't want to be associated with, you're like, oh, okay, and that's it. That's the easiest way to get rid of people. Yeah, FYI. So, any introductions you heard from a previous lesson? Don't forget to respond if somebody tells you the same things. Yeah? Okay, so that was the response, show your interest. So actually, to go further, I would say you can ask some questions to the other person to show that you want to know more. But again, especially Japanese people, I think we hate somebody being nosy or just pushy. It's like, why? Wait. I only met you like 5 minutes ago. Why do you want to know about my childhood experience? So don't go too far. But I would say somewhere between small talk and a deep conversation. You can kind of go back and forth here. And, well, the easiest way is to find the common topic. What we say is 共通の話題. 共通 is common, mutual. 話題 is topic. So during the introduction of where you're from, your job, hobbies, if you can find something that's common, that's gold. You can talk about it, and that would carry the conversation forward naturally. But if you cannot find, by the way, so if you find it when you're talking about certain things, then if you realize that, that's where I'm from, or that's my hobby, you can simply use this. 私もです. Or if you're male, you can use this. 僕もです. Yeah, with the exclamation mark, with a surprise, good surprise. Like, 私もです. They say, somebody says, oh, I'm from Osaka. 私もです. Yeah? Or somebody says, oh, I love watching movie. Like, 僕もです. Yeah, those are the great response and finding the common topic. And if none of those happen, everything is different, don't panic. You can find what's common. But I say you're talking to me, right? So my name is Yu, if you know. So, Yu さんは something が好きですか? Yu さんは something が好きですか? Or you can use the word 何 what in this blank part. ゆうさんは何が好きですか? ゆうさんは何が好きですか? So this is maybe you are asking about what my hobbies are, but it can be also like, let's say we were in a restaurant or a bar, and you're just simply asking, what do you like? Yeah, this is the sentence. What do you like? Or do you like this? For example, we're at a restaurant, like, what do you like? You like steak, you like fish, you can look at the menu and what do you like? Or at the bar, do you like wine? ゆうさんはワインが好きですか? It's like, oh, はい、私ワイン好きです。And then we can talk about wine, etc. So, one of the things that I learned from the books is that sharing passion brings positive experience. So therefore, that gives a positive beginning of the conversation. Yes. And if you get lost and they're talking about, let's say, I don't know, maybe about science, making robot, which I have no idea what they are. But I think it doesn't hurt you to show some interest and learn a thing or two from this person. If you want to be close to them, yeah, I mean, sooner or later you will learn about it, right? So if you're interested in the person, let's be interested in what they're interested in. Yes. So in that case, we can use this sentence. ごめんなさい。よく知らないんです。教えてくれますか? Well, last part is a little addition that went extra mile. But the first part is admitting that you don't know much about it. Sorry. Yeah. ごめんなさい。よく知らないんです。And you can add a little, say, can you just tell me a little bit more about it? 教えてくれますか? Yeah. So what it say? I met someone who's very charming, and I think he was into finance. And he was explaining to me how what credit cards are good in the market. And then, at that time, I was like, oh, I wasn't looking for one, but maybe in future. And also, he was very knowledgeable about it, so I wanted to know him and what he is passionate about. So I said, ごめんなさい、よく知らないんです。もっと教えてくれますか? Can you tell me more? Yeah, so that kind of opened up the conversation. And, well, I'm not going to tell you what happened, later, but that was a great beginning. So, anyway, so that was a good sentence that you admit, starting with sorry. You can also use different versions. They say, this is the first time I heard that. ごめんなさい。初めて聞きました。Sorry, this is the first time I heard about it, right? Or with a slight disagreement, you can use this. ごめんなさい。そう考えたことなかったです。Yes. ごめんなさい。すみません。そう考えたことなかったです。Let's say somebody tells you about their opinion about like a movie, for example, and they have a totally different point of view, which I may not agree, but you want to make them feel special. You value their opinion. So you can say, ごめんなさい。そう考えたことなかったです。I've never thought about that way. I never thought that way before. Yes. And earlier I said that, can you tell me more? You can make it a little bit like flirty. It's like, もうちょっと教えてもらっていいですか? Yeah? So that means I want to talk to you more, longer, want to take more time. So I think that's a kind of hint, flirty part. All right. I got excited and I talked a lot. So I want to continue this topic for my next lesson, next video. So for today, let's just go over some of the phrases I gave you, and it's what you say and it's also how you say it. So let's practice maybe in your real life. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you again soon. またね。バイバイ。